Growing up, my grandmother had always been a pillar of love and warmth in our family. Her kind smile and gentle demeanor were a source of comfort for us all. But one chilling discovery would shatter my perception of her, revealing a side that I could never have imagined. It was a weekend visit to my grandmother's old farmhouse that would forever alter the course of my life. The air was heavy with the scent of old books and memories, the creaking floors and flickering candlelight creating an atmosphere of nostalgia. As night fell, I ventured into the attic, hoping to find some forgotten treasures. Among the dusty relics, I stumbled upon a peculiar book, its pages adorned with intricate symbols and cryptic incantations. Curiosity got the better of me, and I began to read. The words spoke of dark rituals and forbidden pacts, the very essence of evil and malevolence. My heart raced as I recognized the gravity of what I held in my hands. It was a book of devil worship, a sinister manual that delved into the darkest corners of the supernatural world. I couldn't fathom how such a book had found its way into my grandmother's possession. Doubt gnawed at me, but I couldn't dismiss the possibility that it was a mere coincidence, an old relic from a forgotten era. Determined to put my mind at ease, I confronted my grandmother about the book. Her reaction was a mixture of surprise and discomfort, and she quickly brushed off my inquiries, claiming the book was a curiosity she had stumbled upon years ago. But my unease refused to abate. Over the next few days, I began to notice subtle changes in my grandmother's behavior. She would disappear for hours, returning with a distant look in her eyes. Late at night, I could hear hushed whispers and incantations coming from her room. One evening, unable to bear the mystery any longer, I followed her as she slipped out of the house under the cover of darkness. She walked through the woods, carrying a lantern that cast eerie shadows on the trees. I kept my distance, heart pounding, fear mingling with a desperate need to uncover the truth. The path led to a secluded clearing, where a group of figures stood in a circle, their faces obscured by hoods. My heart froze as I realized what I was witnessing. A dark ritual, an unholy gathering devoted to the worship of malevolent forces. My grandmother stood among them, her presence chillingly different from the woman I had known. As the ritual unfolded, a sense of dread settled over me. The air grew thick with an otherworldly energy, and I could feel the sinister power that radiated from the gathering. My grandmother's voice joined the chorus of incantations, her devotion to this dark path evident in her every word. Unable to bear the sight any longer, I turned and fled, the horror of what I had witnessed burning in my mind. The next morning, I confronted my grandmother with what I had seen. Her eyes held a mixture of guilt and resignation as she confessed to her involvement in the sinister rituals. She spoke of promises made to unseen forces, of desires for power and control that had led her down this malevolent path. I couldn't reconcile the woman standing before me with the grandmother I had known and loved. The revelation was a brutal blow, a reminder that darkness could reside within even the most familiar faces. In the days that followed, my relationship with my grandmother deteriorated. The warmth and love I had once felt were overshadowed by the knowledge of her unholy pursuits. The memory of that night haunted my thoughts, a reminder that evil could take root in unexpected places, shattering the illusions of safety and familiarity. And as I walked away from that chapter of my life, I couldn't help but feel that the veil between the ordinary and the supernatural had been irrevocably lifted, leaving me with a chilling awareness of the darkness that could lurk just beneath the surface.